Hi, good day. I am Frikkie Engelbrecht, speaking to you from my study in Windhoek. And the Windhoek is the capital of Namibia for those who don't know. So my question for today is, what do you think are the features of intelligent thinking? We're always worried a bit about intelligence and doing things intelligently, and for good reason also. So, have you thought about what would qualify as intelligent thinking? Well, let's look at a few of the ideas. First, let's look at the concept thinking. Now, thinking is a process of thinking. Thinking is a process involving different kinds of thinking processes, involving knowledge, general and specific, involving emotions, and involving spiritual values. Okay, so that's thinking. So the thinking within the intelligent thinking. So what is intelligent then, if we look at a kind of a short definition of it? Intelligent means to be alert, to be well informed. I'm just going to mention a few because there are a lot of them. To be open-minded, to be logical, analytical, critical, creative, evaluative, to solve problems, to make decisions, to do holistic thinking, to be creative, to plan, to organize, to control, and using strategies, tactics, and techniques. That is all part of intelligent thinking. That is in line with what is intelligence, because intelligence is, in short, is our mental ability, your mental capacity, your mental horsepower. That's your intelligence. But the intelligent thing is to be well informed and to follow particular types of questions and types of thinking processes. Okay, so if we would like to qualify intelligent thinking, then some of the research indicated the following features. Now, obviously, I can't list all the things I've got on paper here for you. I'm just going to give you a few, 30% of what people list about intelligent thinking. This researcher described intelligent thinking as from the perspective of quality thinking. And they say quality thinking is thinking that makes reliable conclusions, right? That sounds good. Quality thinking is thinking that produces sound decision making, right? Quality thinking is thinking that will analyze and interpret information accurately. Quality thinking will challenge our normal, everyday, typical, cultural assumptions and habits and perspectives. Quality thinking will be to think about the accuracy and the unbiasedness, the objectivity of our thinking. That's part of the quality thinking. And so on. Quality thinking is connected to the emotions in the sense of it is not impulsive, but it is a very thinking process and a very objective process. Right, there are a few more, but let's leave that. Another researcher, they looked at quality thinking and compare it to poor thinking. So, all right, so quality thinking is the first part of the answer, and the poor thinking is the second part of the answer. So these people, they say or propose that quality versus poor sounds like that. Quality is clear versus unclear thinking. Once again, I'm going to list only a few. It is accurate versus inaccurate thinking. It is relevant versus irrelevant thinking. It is consistent versus inconsistent thinking. It is logical versus illogical thinking. And it is deep thinking versus superficial thinking. And let's take a last one. It is broad or holistic thinking versus a narrow thinking. Okay, now I'm gonna list a few. There are I've got 20. Let me see. I've got 28. I've got 28 features of intelligent thinking. I don't know. Maybe we get to 12 of that in the minutes available. I don't think we will even get to that. But to give you a clue, the intelligent features make use of these quality thinking definitions versus poor definitions. And it is also, the features are comprising of the features of the thinking process, and then some of the features of the results of quality thinking. Okay, so if you listen to the features, you will see some features are going to the thinking process and some are related to the results of quality thinking. So let's take a few. First one, intelligent thinking is using all our senses to observe, to hear, and then we interpret the information to make sense of it, all right? To make sense of it. We interpret the situation to make sense of it. Secondly, intelligent thinking involves good concentration and a focus of your attention on a specific situation or a task to interpret it accurately. So accurate interpretation is also a third next quality of intelligent thinking. And next one, intelligent thinking is requiring general knowledge, general vocabulary, and as well as very complicated, complex, specialist knowledge and understanding of those concepts. You know, like if you're thinking about the business world, the transport world, the construction, the medical world, the computer technology area, then you need to understand those technical concepts, those complex concepts of a specialist area. Otherwise, you will not be able to think intelligently within that area because you don't know and understand the meanings of those concepts. Right. Next one. Intelligent thinking requires holistic understanding, holistic thinking. You think about the medical problems, think about political problems, economic problems. Nowadays, we understand that intelligent thinking cannot be narrow thinking. You got to look at any problem in any area of your life, of the world. You need to think about issues and problems holistically. Holistically means as complete as possible. And that implies you got to think about a problem from different subject disciplines, because then you get an holistic perspective on the issue. Yeah, I think society battled quite a long time to get to this point of thinking about stuff from different perspectives simultaneously. See what the different perspectives propose and then come to a more realistic, accurate conclusion. Let's take a few more. Intelligent thinking considers the long-range consequences of our decisions, okay? It is also thinking about the involvement of values in our thinking. Intelligent thinking applies values such as respect and kindness and keeping to the rules to come up with fair results and fair thinking. If you don't obey the rules, you don't obey the deadlines, you don't obey the agreements, then you stop being fair and you stop being respecting authority. And if you do that, you are simply not doing the intelligent thing, right? You understand that? If you break the rules, you don't do the intelligent thing. Right, one more. Intelligent thinking involves pretty much our emotions, in the sense of you got to be able to control your anger, your disappointment, and your anxiety, to be able to think calmly, logically, and objectively, and therefore come up with a truthful, accurate solution to a problem. Okay, intelligent thinking, remember, involves all the different kinds of thinking. Let's quickly mention them. It involves logical thinking, analytical thinking, creative thinking, critical thinking, evaluative thinking, problem solving, and decision making. All those kinds of thinkings are part of intelligent thinking. So if you can't do those kind of thinking types, then you will battle to come up with intelligent thinking and intelligent results. You gotta guard against your own thinking processes by thinking about your thinking, because you can make thinking fallacies. You can have thinking attitudes that is simply wrong. If you believe we can't beat them, then you've got a thinking fallacy in your mind, and that's blocking good thinking and good believing and coming up with good results. Last one. Intelligent thinking is a purposeful thinking. We are always thinking intelligently when we apply our minds to a very specific problem, a very specific purpose, and consider that and think about it in depth, in breadth, and using all the knowledge and incorporating possible people who could assist us in coming up with the right thinking and the right answers to the problems, and so on. Okay, now that's unfortunately all that we can do today. I'm way over my time, and we will use this next time to talk about what do you think entails intellectual or intelligent job performance. And then we could apply intelligent thinking features to intelligent sport performance, and so on and so on. But thanks for listening. I hope to see you next time. I still got lots of topics that I would like to talk about, including making good decisions, a spiritual-based democracy, because I think politics is in deep, deep trouble, and so on. All right? See you next time. If you would really like to see the notes on this more complete, detailed, intelligent thinking, then you could email me at dr.ugro3906@gmail.com. If you email me, you could request the notes on this intelligent thinking, and I'll be gladly sending it to you as soon as I get to it. Thank you, and see you next time.